General quarters. General quarters, all hands to battle stations. Ladies and gentlemen, this is AZUMA versus NF2CN, round 2, fight. So this match, my friends, is actually going to be a very interesting match where the Ohio, Kremlin, Des Moines, Napoli, Moscow, Stalingrad, Z-52, Shumikaze, and Dalny on NF2CN is actually ready to go. We got the Ohio, Kremlin, Des Moines, Napoli, Moscow, Stalingrad, Daring, Marceau, and also Shumikaze on Alpha Team. Both are ready to go, my friends, and it's going to be a very, very interesting match. So, what can I tell you? A lot. So, a lot of things can happen in this match, in this battle, folks. So, anything can happen here, so let's just see how this battle pans out for both sides. Alright, so AZUMA has decided, you know, it is time to make an aggressive push. I can see that they're actually really making this push on this map right now. And pretty much Alpha and Charlie Cap is where they're really going. It looks like in the Sea of Fortune, they're taking up one of the ships over in Bravo Cap, so it'll be interesting. But yeah, it's interesting though. It's interesting to see how this pans out though. But it looks like the AZUMA team is actually repositioning themselves quite well. NF2CN on the other hand, they have making a very hard push over at Charlie Cap and also Alpha Cap as well too. But what's going on in Bravo? That is a general concern I have. Not really necessarily like a big concern, but there is actually a possibility that if they're gonna take a Bravo Cap, they might position themselves with at least a warship in radar range and just do its job. That's all they're gonna do. It's basically more of a distraction. Whereas over here in the Zuma team, it looks like that the Zuma team has done a different direction in their gameplay using their speed boost and actually hurrying over towards Charlie, which they used the Marceau. Marceau is a fantastic destroyer that you can use for that, and actually they reversed itself and back into behind the Cap and actually kept its rear end towards it, and it just got hit actually, and the Cap just got reset. So a little bit of bad luck there. The Marceau just got detected, so Marceau has no choice but to bug out of there. Alright, so it looks like that despite of the attempt to capture Charlie, it's been fought over there at this stage. Now, Alpha Cap at the moment is actually left bare. There's torps going in there, but there's nothing really happening at this point in time, so anything can happen, will happen. Okay. Let's have a look. Alright. Just triple checking here. It's actually a bit of a different standstill at this stage. Okay. Everything is happening all at once. But there's a bit of a mixed battle stance here. I'm a little bit troubled with this because Charlie Cap is getting focused on, and at the same time Bravo Cap's being focused on. There are points being accumulated over an Alpha. AZUMA has to take some points capturing some zones here sooner or later, but it really is interesting to see that Charlie and Bravo are really being forced on. The Des Moines on AZUMA team just got sitted out big time, and it's not looking good, but we'll soon see how that pans out shortly. But it's a bit of an interesting standstill right now. It really is. Wonder how this pans out, that's for sure. There's nothing much that's going on here. The Daring scheme focus fired on at this stage. Where's Daring? Daring is there. Okay. Looks like a little bit of confusion here. Sorry about that, folks. It's just like I was looking at it going like, okay, that didn't seem right. Alright, let's have a look and see what's going on here. It looks like a pretty intensive battle going on over Bravo and Charlie. And it looks pretty good at this stage and point in time. Torps are going in all over the place at this stage. So Shimakaze is not pushing in. So Charlie is not totally being contested yet. So anything can happen. I'm definitely have my thoughts on AZUMA to take the fight and will win this fight. But it'll be a bit of a tough moment here because like anything can happen. So it looks like safe to say that NF2CN is actually playing a bit conservatively, even though they got Alpha Cap in play, and it looks like a pretty good stance. So there wasn't, anything could be done in this match anyhow. So it looks like, what the hell? Looks like the NF2CN has actually changed the tactics again. It's actually they changed the tactics to push hard on Bravo. Radar is going on both sides. The Des Moines are over a B cap, so that's interesting what they're going to do there. Daring is actually focusing fire over this way, but nothing's really been focused on this stage. Z52 is saying like, oh, we're going to get out of here, and fires an injury boost. Injury boost has actually been fired up as well on the Shimakaze. So it's actually very, very interesting to see how they push through over here. Well, Stalingrad's detected out in the open, and for the AZUMA side, and it's interesting that the Stalingrad over here in NF2CN is actually backed up and is actually focusing fire on the Des Moines with HE shells, which is interesting for the way they're playing it. Charlie is being taken at this stage. I mean, like, it's a bit of an interesting standpoint here. So Alpha Cap might fall into AZUMA's hands right now, and it looks like the Shimakaze has snuck right in and taken the opportunity. Torp's already out, and it's looking, whoa, that's a good placement of Torps right there. And let's see if NF2CN has dodged that. The Z52 has dodged that, and it's interesting how they're gonna play this map right now. It looks like at this stage that the health bars on the AZUMA is actually getting weaker on their battleships, and as well as the destroyer gameplay. So anything will be happening real soon. It looks like the Daring's actually taking a bit of a beating, and the Maso is also taking a bit of a beating as well. And anything will happen in this match right now. It looks like that the Charlie Cap, they're really trying to push hard in this battle. It looks pretty interesting with the hydroacoustics and injury boots are going for the destroyers right now. They all seem to be doing simultaneously. The Des Moines, on the other hand, has fired with hydroacoustics to detect its torps coming in, and rightfully so, there's no torps. Radar has been fired up, and it looks like that the radar has not detected any of their ships yet. But it looks like hydros have been fired up over an A, with another Z52 was NF2CN has actually put into position over an A. A has fallen into the hands of NF2CN as well as Charlie. The question is now, with points climbing up on NF2CN's favor, what will AZUMA do in terms of retaliating for this? There's actually an opportunity if they were to go towards Bravo Cap, but unfortunately that they're going to be flanked at either way here. So I wonder what NF2CN Stalingrad is doing way out of the sticks out of nowhere, because it looks like that the NF2CN's Stalingrad is way out in the one line. He's fallen back. I don't know. He's fallen back out here for a reason. I have to say. You know, he's doing way out in the far sticks for a reason. And I don't know. I can't figure that out. So it's interesting to see this kind of type of gameplay. Like the two Stalingrads on both AZUMA and NF2CN, as you can see here on the prospect of A, they definitely have played it wide and actually have the chance to, you know, flank the enemy with their long-range guns. Now, on the other side, on the other hand, I mean, like, let's just be honest here. You got the Napoli and also the Marso daring Moskva and Ohio working together, collaboratively speaking, focusing fire on the Napoli and Ohio. Anything can happen here. It's actually pretty intense. The potential firepower is happening on both sides here. Points are climbing up and towards the NF2CN's favor. And AZUMA needs to really push back. But oh, AZUMA really got smashed with the Napoli right there from the Des Moines. And I think the Napoli is going to go down here in a second. Shots are being cross-fired from the Des Moines, the Shimakaze, Moskva, and Delny. So anything can happen here. It looks like there's a possibility that the AZUMA's Napoli will go down next. But looking over towards A, nothing's really happening in A, except there's some random torp fire. But wait, the torp's going over towards this Kremlin, is pushing hard over to B, and oh my goodness, the Kremlin really ate a lot of shots and really taking a real brutal beating and just got taken down. That is unfortunate. That's a bit of a big blow for AZUMA right there. And even though I understand it was a bit of a risky move to do a Leroy Jenkins attack maneuver on that one, and you know, sometimes it won't work. But A cap has been taken into possession, and it looks like there's a possibility that anything can happen on either side. Moskva on over at Charlie was taken down finally, but to keep themselves in gameplay, but AZUMA needs to step it up a bit in order to get some decent kills. Let's see what's going to happen next. Bravo side has actually just been holding away by a thread by the Kremlin over there. Charlie Cap, on the other hand, is actually still in, well, gameplay right now. So anything can be happening in this match right now. It's a bit tough. But oops, the Napoli just got taken out. So let's just see how this pans out right now in this match, folks. It looks like that the daring over Charlie is taking it, but I'm hoping that AZUMA or NF2CN is actually, you know, will prevail either way in this. It's like going to be an interesting tiebreaker. If NF2CN achieves a tiebreaker, then anything can happen in the third round. Let's see what's going on here. The torps are going all over the place. AZUMA is getting focus fired on by the Des Moines, and also the Ohio's got incoming torpedoes coming in, and looks like the Ohio's going to dodge those torps, which is very well done. Daring just got taken out from AZUMA. And looks like the Des Moines has a bit of a problem with zone. He's actually got the Kremlin coming around the corner. Oh man, this is a bit of a tight spot for both teams. Anything can happen now. Well, the Marso has been destroyed, and wow, I think NF2CN is really not giving up without a fight here. They're really desperately pushing in hard. Kremlin just made a daring move to push on Des Moines and taking it out, and it's taking the lead. The points are in the NF2CN's favor. Now the question remains is what's going to happen next here. This is the Shimakaze going to take out this Kremlin. This is where it really matters the most. The secondaries are firing on the Shimakaze right now, but it looks like that the Kremlin has managed to dodge those torps. Well, maybe not. Two torps, maybe flooding. No flooding. Wait a minute. Is it a possibility that the Shimakaze still has a third set? I haven't seen the third set come out yet. as he fired the first set. The first set's been fired, folks. I mean, like, this is interesting now, right now. I mean, like, this is going to be really interesting. This Krellman's going to be toasted. And he has taken it on the Fox 3 right there. Wow. That is a very risky maneuver. That's why you fire two torps, two racks of torps to distract us with the Kremlin, and then fire the third set when you need to. And that was actually very cleverly well played by the Shimakaze. Looks like the Z-52 is actually really hanging in there with Bravo Cap. And ooh, what's this? Moskva and Des Moines? Oh, look at this. Bit of a showdown. Who's gonna win? Moskva? Des Moines. Moskva? Des Moines. Moskva? Des Moines. Oh no. And looks like the Moskva is gonna get taken out. But yes, NF2CN has taken the match. That was a very interesting win by that team. So, very well played. Very well played. Well done. Wow. What do you reckon, folks? It's a bit of an interesting match there, wasn't it? That's very well played for both teams, that's for sure. Definitely, I have to say, both teams played very well. And it's good to see a lot of good teamwork, coordination, a lot of things that I thought, was very well received on both teams. I have to say that, from my perspective, that I thought AZUMA would have had it. But it looks like NF2CN did the right thing the way they played it. And honestly, they did a good job overall. So what I'm going to do, folks, is that we're going to do a quick 5-minute break before the next match, and then we'll see you soon, shortly, in the next round. ! Asia.